Ramadan is so much more than just a month of fasting. It's really a time for a deeper, more intentional conversation with the divine. So let's get right into it and explore the special prayers that make this month so spiritually powerful. Have you ever just stopped and wondered what makes prayer during Ramadan feel different, more powerful? It's a feeling a lot of us share, right? That unique connection, that sense of closeness. Well, the secret really lies in these specific moments and supplications that turn the entire month into one continuous, beautiful dialogue. All right, so our journey begins with the daily cycle of the fast itself. It's this beautiful rhythm of devotion that actually starts before the sun even thinks about rising. So it all kicks off with suhoor, that pre-dawn meal. But here's the thing. Before you even take the first bite of food, there's this crucial spiritual step, setting your intention, or niyyah, in your heart. This isn't just about fueling your body for the day ahead, it's about preparing your soul. And this beautiful supplication you see here really frames the entire day. It's a direct ask for sincerity and for strength, and it turns the physical act of fasting into this profound act of worship from the very first moment. So you see, this completely reframes that pre-dawn meal. It's not just about getting some calories in for the day. This prayer makes it a spiritual anchor. It sets a tone of mindfulness and obedience that you literally carry with you through all those hours of fasting. And then, after a long day of patience and devotion, we finally arrive at sunset. Iftar. What a moment. It's this feeling of relief, of pure joy and immense blessing. And it's all sealed with a prayer of pure, heartfelt gratitude. Just listen to the beauty in these words. It's a declaration of faith and trust. You're acknowledging that the fast was for God alone, and the food you're about to eat is a provision that comes directly from Him. It's just perfect. Okay, so here's the crucial thing to remember. This isn't just about ending the fast. The prophet himself taught that this is a peak spiritual moment. By breaking your fast promptly, you're actually opening this little window where your prayers are especially accepted. It's a moment of reward, both for your body and your soul. Now, as the day's cycle of prayer comes to a close, an even deeper spiritual opportunity begins to unfold. Because the nights of Ramadan, and especially those final 10, they hold a unique and incredible power. You can feel the worship just intensify throughout the month, right? And it all culminates in these last 10 nights. It starts with the communal Taraweeh prayers, then it deepens with those personal late-night tahajjud prayers, and it all peaks in this amazing search for one incredibly special night. And here it is. This is the spiritual pinnacle of the entire year. Layla al-Qadr, the night of power. We're talking about a single night that's described as being better than 1,000 months. It's just a profound, unbelievable opportunity for mercy, for forgiveness, and for a complete spiritual reset. And for the most powerful night of the year, the prophet taught us the most focused and profound prayer. What's amazing is that it's not a request for worldly things. It's a simple, humble, and beautiful plea for the one thing we all need most: forgiveness. The real wisdom behind this prayer is its intentional simplicity. It's designed to be repeated over and over and over again, allowing you to just pour your entire heart into it. Its power isn't in how long it is, but in its singular, sincere focus on Allah's attribute of being the forgiver.
Okay, so beyond these key moments, Ramadan is also a time for continuous purification. We're talking about simple acts of devotion that you can practice all day, every day to cleanse the soul.
A core practice here is something called istighfar, and you can think of it as a constant spiritual cleansing. It's this recognition that, hey, we all have shortcomings, we all make mistakes, and it's the simple act of turning back to God and asking for His pardon throughout the day. And what's great is that it's so incredibly accessible. Simple phrases like astaghfirullah can be repeated anytime, anywhere, while you're driving, while you're working. It reminds us that the self-discipline of fasting isn't just about staying away from food and drink. It's about purifying our tongue, our thoughts, and our soul. Of course, reading the Quran is absolutely central to Ramadan. And this prayer just transforms that whole act. See, you're not just reading words on a page, you're actively asking for those words to become a source of life, a spring in your heart, a light and guidance that takes root deep down inside you. All right, now, as our personal connection deepens, Ramadan teaches us to expand our hearts and our prayers outward. This is where that self-reflection really turns into empathy, where we start embracing our family, our friends, and our entire community in our prayers.
This is such a huge dimension of Ramadan, and it's so beautiful. The Prophet taught that this is a time for selfless prayer. At those exact moments when your own supplications are most likely to be answered, like right before iftar, you're encouraged to pray for your parents, for your loved ones, and for the entire global community. It's about thinking beyond yourself.
And this brings us to what is maybe the most intimate moment in prayer. The Prophet taught that when you are in sajda, or prostration, you are physically and spiritually as close as you can possibly be to God. That makes it a prime time for your most personal, most heartfelt prayers, even when you're in a group prayer like Taraweeh. So let's pull all of this together into a kind of Ramadan prayer toolkit. You've got the intention and strength at suhoor, the gratitude and blessing at iftar, that powerful plea for forgiveness during the last 10 nights, the constant purification through istighfar all day long, and that personal, intimate conversation you have in prostration. Each one has its own unique purpose in this incredible month of conversation. You see, each of these prayers is an invitation to a different kind of sacred conversation. Ramadan gives us this amazing structure for building a deeper connection. So the real question is, which of these conversations will you carry forward? Which one will you focus on, not just for this month, but for the rest of the year?